Okay, welcome back everybody. We're going to go on to the second part of Unit 9, which is greatest common factors, and that's actually what this abbreviation GCF stands for. So GCF stands for greatest common factor. And essentially what you want to do to find the greatest common factor of 20 and 45 is you think about all the numbers that divide 20, or all the numbers that go into 20. So for example, 1 is obviously going to go into 20 because 1 goes into every number. 1 times 20 is 20. We also know that 2 times 10 is 20, so we got 2, and we also have 10. I'm going to list that over here. 3 doesn't go into 20, but 4 times 5 is equal to 20, so 4 and 5 are factors. And then obviously, I forgot to write this one down, but 1 and 20. Okay, so it does help to kind of write these numbers in order, and you'll see why in a moment. But with 45, you can kind of do the same thing. So we know 1 times 45 is equal to 45. 2 does not go into 45. 3 does, because 3 times 15 is 45. 4 doesn't. 5 does. We know 5 times 9 is 45. And then 6 doesn't work, 7 doesn't work, and 8 doesn't work. So these are all the factors. Now here's what we call common factors. So anything that shows up in this list for both numbers is called a common factor. And obviously 1 is one of them. And you can see here that 5 is also going to be a common factor. And there's nothing else. So in fact, since 5 is the largest, we would say that 5 is the greatest common factor. Okay, and that's kind of what we're doing for pretty much this whole skill. So I will just do maybe one more, but these all work pretty similarly. So let me do number 2. And then you guys can do the rest. So for number 2, let's see, for 18, I know 1 times 18 is equal to 18. I also know that 2 times 9 is equal to 18. And I also know that 3 times 6 is equal to 18. 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work. Okay, so we've kind of gone through all our options there. And now as far as 27 is concerned, and you do want to try to avoid using the calculator. The more you can do without a calculator, the better that you guys are going to get at doing this, and we do want you to be pretty efficient when doing this, instead of just, doing 27 divided by 2, 27 divided by 3, 27 divided by 4, and going through that way. We want to remember our times tables and kind of go through it that way. Now, if you get to a point where you can kind of just go through the numbers, it might help to just list them. For example, 1, 2 doesn't work, but I know that 3 goes into 27 because 3 times 9 is 27. 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 6 doesn't work, 7 doesn't work, 8 doesn't work. And I've already talked about 9, so I've pretty much covered every possibility here. Okay, so these are the factors of 18 and 27. Again, here are the common ones. We got a 1, we got a 3, and we also have a 9. So in this case, 9 is the GCF since it's the largest common factor. Okay, so that's essentially it for finding greatest common factors. You guys should do the other ones and then obviously check your answers to make sure you got these correct. All right, that's all for now. Until next time.